Well, so my bullheadedness, my obsessiveness, my never-ending search for knowledge has, I wonder what that is, blue arrows there, has helped out the Komoot company. Stick around and I'll tell you how. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. It's a cold day here in North Carolina today, especially for the end of February. Yeah, so if you hear that little click, 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 that's my sweater or jacket zipper bumping up against my camera. But hey, so what do I mean? My bullheadedness, my quest for knowledge has helped out Komoot. Well, I ran across a problem with the app. A few rides back, you might even have noticed it where I said we had a little issue with the app that we had to figure out. And what would happen is if I was navigating a route and I decided to take a photograph on that route, what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to show up on my ride actually where it is, and then you can put a description of it in there, you can turn it into a highlight, whatever you're going to do with it. Well, what was happening was when I would take the picture, it would stop the navigation and it wouldn't save the picture. Or if it did save the picture, I'm not sure where it saved the picture at. And I had a lot of trouble with it on that ride. Did it mess anything up? No, but what you would have to do is start the navigation over. And so you wouldn't record the ride. You would have the route, but you would not have, I wonder where we should go. You know what? I think I will take the off-road today where it would be a little bit slower because it's cold out here today. I ain't gonna lie. But you would have to start your navigation over in the middle of the route. And the ride that you record, you could get it all, but it would be in about 3 or 4 different rides, however many pictures you tried to take. Well, I messed around with it on that ride, messed around with it the next day or two, kept messing around with it, trying to figure out what was wrong. Couldn't figure out nothing. So I sent an email to Komoot to ask them if they knew what had happened, because I know it wasn't always like that. I thought maybe they had changed something. And they said no, they've not made any changes, but they have heard of others having that same bug. And that they would be looking for it, but they did not have a fix for it right now. But they was going to keep searching for it, and their research team or whatever it was may be contacting me at some point. And so I just kind of went out searching on my own. And I experimented a lot. I even threw the phone in my car and pulled up built a little route from my place up to the corner hardware store, and I would stop, take a picture there, and see what happened. Well, I discovered that there's one setting in the app that is called, and if anybody's on Komoot, you'll be able to find this, but this would be for an Android phone. And if you go into your app settings, there is a switch there that you can, what is it called? End of tour, write a story or something like that. And if that is turned on, anytime you take a picture, number one, you're gonna lose the picture. And number two, you're gonna stop your navigation immediately. And so you're not gonna be able to continue if you're on a route that you don't know. When I turned that off, it worked. And so I did a lot of experimenting with it to find out, and then a lot to make sure that it worked. Well, I heard back from Komoot, and they had asked me, and I said, well, I actually found a fix for it, and they wanted to know what that was. And I told them, well, when I emailed them back, I said, well, I can't really say it's a fix, but I have found where the bug is. And I told them what it was, and they didn't even know that, but they knew there was a problem with it. but my old attitude of bullheadedness worked out in my favor on that one there. So, yeah, let's drop down through the field here today. And but yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. So what else is going on? Well, the contest is going on, and I'm not sure where everybody stands on that. You know what? We'll go back. Oh, okay. That was sounded like something was crawling up real close on me there. Across that ditch. We'll go back to the Komoot for just a moment, because I also started looking into how to get followers and stuff like that on there. I just told people look up Southern e-biking. Well, that's not exactly what you have to do. And so I'm looking into if I should change my profile name on there. But if you would like to follow my routes, if you will do a search on Komoot for Blaine, that's B-L-A-I-N-E, that is my first name, and 1234. That's my profile name, is Blaine1234. And you'll be able to just click on there to follow, and you'll get all the routes that we make public. We don't make routes public that come right from the house, but these other ones that we're going to, we always make, we try and make the route public. The ride, we typically do not make public on there, because when you blow it way up, you're going to have the squiggly line and everything. The routes, they give you what's supposedly going to be a, let's see, we want to come over this way. They're going to give you a smoother line through everything. So we got that kind of figured out, and I very possibly am going to be changing my profile name to Southern e-biking. I never thought of it when I did that, and I don't do much social media. We're still trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing. I'm just happy I figured out how to work the camera, and I just cleared that off a little bit more. But yeah, I'm trying to get into that a little bit more. So like I say, I'm probably going to end up changing that. But what I want to do is I want to look into it, and the people that are following me right now, I want to make sure that they don't get booted for that. It transfers over to Southern e-biking instead of my first name. Just never thought of that. Michelle's the one that does any of this social media stuff. But yeah, that's it. And what else? Well, we're going to be coming back down the driveway here in a little bit. I talked a few videos back that we were clearing that out, and I think I've done a poor job of communicating what I would like to do, because it seemed like I come across that I wanted to make a trail or a course through there, and that's actually not what I'm necessarily looking to do, because that would get boring really, really quick. But I am looking to make like more of an obstacle course, with the obstacles being the main thing in there. So things like a wall that you have to go up or something. Think, if any of you guys ever did off-road motorcycles, think trials, that type of thing. Where you're basically going to have to completely stop, not set your feet down, and do something. Whether it's hop somewhere. No, I'm not too good at that stuff. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. We're going to see about stopping here, and yeah, I can't get that front end to come over any. We'll check this again. Yeah, I cannot get that front end to pop up and come over or anything like that. But that would be a good reason to have that, to try and do some of that. And of course, I was kind of sharing some of this with the girls in the shop, and Yeah, I was sharing this with some of the girls in the shop, and my girl that's a supervisor, first thing she says is, don't make this into a business, Blaine. This is supposed to be your hobby. Everything you do, you turn it into a business. No, I'm not going to do that. Well, yeah, but you said something about, you know, you could have people parking over here and open to the public. Well, no, that means we might do some competitions over here or something. It wouldn't be just open to the public to come and ride on it. It's too close to my house. But so I wouldn't do that. But she's like, don't do that, don't do that. You always have to turn everything into a business. And then I had another one say, you know, might I remind you, don't go all Tony Hawk on us. Your age, Blaine, your age. Don't do that. When I was talking about the obstacles and everything. And one other girl says, yeah, you know, Blaine, you really remind me of my grandfather. You know, so there's a couple of employees there that, you know, if thought that was a little snake. If y'all are looking to hire somebody, I think I got a couple that might need a job. Nah, they ain't gonna need a job. But yeah, I thought I want to dock your pay. Y'all keep talking like that. But what I'm looking to do on that is just go ahead and, you know, I'd really like to ride through these woods, but they've got them closed off over there. But, you know, and I know almost all the owners around here, but I don't know who owns this, but it's got a gate. They've got some roads going through there that would be, I think that'd be pretty interesting. I'd like to find out who owns that, see if I'd be allowed to go back there. All right, down that rabbit hole again. Let's climb back out of that rabbit hole and see if we can figure out where I was on this. But yeah, what I'm looking to do back there is basically just build some obstacles and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of cut this off. I'm going to pop it back in when I get back there. I'll show you, because the fencing has been taken out today. I'll show you the difference that it makes coming down that driveway. Hopefully the trucks are all out of there, but I think it looks pretty good. So hey, we'll be back like that. Well, here we're back now, and as you can see, looks a whole lot different. We went from this, you know, fingers across. So what else is going on? Well, couple of days, all this wooden fencing on both sides of me, that's going to be gone to this. So that's going to do it for me. Internet. Oh, that'll be a challenge to get inside there. Looks like we got some plans here. Hey, till the next time, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels turning. Once again, say it with me, girls. We're out.